Hi, I'm Emma Donoghue, author of Learned by Heart, and I'm here at Queer Britain Museum in London's King's Cross. I'm going to read a little bit from the start of the novel, where Eliza Raine in 1815 is writing a letter to Anne Lister, reminiscing about their girlhood. You won't be surprised that I so treasure these old haunts. It was in York that I received my education, where I was stamped like warm wax by a seal, formed once and for all. I know you'll recall the song we used to sing, where all the joy and mirth made this town heaven on earth. At the Manor School, Lister, I tasted heaven on earth, even as I toiled to pack my poor skull with the knowledge and wisdom I was told I would need for life. The joke is, Lister, the only lesson I learned, or at least the only lesson I remember, was you. We two were so young, had barely seen the change of 14 years, as Capulet says of his daughter. Less than a 12-month the pair of us spent under our slope's attic ceiling. But there are fleeting times in life, especially in youth, that shine out more strongly than all the rest and will never fade. Veins of gold in dull rock. For the rest of my life, I believe, I will be transported back in dreams to memory's private theatre, where our girl selves still move and chat and laugh. These days I live on words, since my imagination is starved of other stimuli. Not that I keep a diary. The year we turned 17, you did your best to teach me that improving habit, but I always found it hard to pluck details from my daily round that seemed worth recording. Without an interested ear inclined towards me, my words dry up. I lack that bottomless spring that bubbles up behind your clever tongue, Lister. It strikes me that your own journal writing has much in common with your other powers, such as walking. Whatever you like, you do with energy and ambition, almost greedily, and with a vigour that impresses us lesser mortals, even if we sometimes find it exhausting. No, only in letters to one sympathetic listener, can I open my bosom and speak my pleasures and pains. So these days I read all day until my eyes are sore, and then I write to you, Lister, though all too hurriedly. 2 or 3 pages worth, I find, is about as much as I can get out under these conditions, before I'm obliged to lay down my pen. In the night, though, I send out my mind to roam, and of all the places I've lived in my almost quarter century, Madras, Tottenham, Doncaster, Halifax, Bristol, the lodestone to which my restless mind is always drawn as a compass needle to true north is York, and in particular to our Manor School. Less than a mile in distance from this house where I sit scribbling, but in time a yawning gulf. 10 years back to when we were 14. And not just any 10 years, but that vast stretch between raw girlhood and settled womanhood. Like some old lady at 24, I find most fascination in retrospect. The memories come back to me with the irresistible force of waves striking a shore. It would be absurd to deny how changed I am in ways I need not list. I am not what I was when we met. But I recall that Eliza so vividly. I've only to close my eyes to slip into her, under her skin. Under the mossy, leaky roof of King's Manor, I was quickened to life from the day I first laid eyes on you, Lister. As the old Roman chiselled on our stone in the multi-angular tower, happy the spirit of this place. In our slope, our attic, I passed my best hours, and sometimes I have to remind myself that they are indeed past. But I tell myself that I'm not dead, not yet. Wilted plants have been known to revive if given just a little water. Could I have you by my side once more, I almost believe